How's it going today? I'm here with my WWE Mixed Match Challenge Week 8 review. Of course, this week's quarterfinal match was Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss taking on Jimmy Uso and Naomi. And without wasting any time, let's go ahead and jump right into the video with my overall thoughts on this week's episode. I thought it was pretty fun, to be perfectly honest. I thought the match was very enjoyable. I liked the storylines in the match in terms of Jimmy Uso doing pretty much anything to prevent Braun Strowman from tagging in so he doesn't have to face him. I thought, Alexa and Naomi had some pretty good in-ring work for the most part. But it was a good, fun, enjoyable match. Probably the best match we've had in the last couple of weeks, because the last couple of weeks I've really felt like the quality of the show and tournament have kind of died down and not really getting that aspect that, was entertaining. But I definitely felt like this week you got that entertaining aspect. You got that, that continuation of that storyline with Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss where they're kind of, eyeing each other and playing that kind of romantic angle they did the first round. So, yeah, very, very solid episode. Like I said, I thought it was a fun match, enjoyed the story, and I thought, the elements that made the Mixed Match Challenge what it is in terms of being different definitely was brought out here. So, definitely gets a thumbs up from me for this week. But jumping into the match, of course, the match started off with Braun Strowman and Jimmy Uso, ironically enough. Jimmy Uso was pretty much doing anything he could to prevent from even facing Strowman, as in, hugging Naomi numerous amount of times before the match. Strowman finally said, fuck it, attacked Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso hit him with a right hand, another right hand, and Braun Strowman pretty much just eviscerated him and just, threw him around the ring a few times until Jimmy Uso tagged out. Naomi tagged in. Then, Braun and Alexa had to go. Oh, not Braun and Alexa. Braun had to tag in Alexa, and Alexa had to go on against Naomi. Pretty much the story was Naomi pretty much was isolating Alexa Bliss from tagging in Braun Strowman. They had some, pretty basic chain wrestling. Alexa Bliss slapped Naomi, which, fired up Naomi to lead her in slapping her own and pretty much locking her into various submissions, knocking her down, pretty much not, preventing her from tagging in Strowman because that's what Alexa wanted to do. Jimmy Uso was very desperate to make sure it didn't happen to the point where he actually ran, knocked Braun off the apron, or actually he ran around and pulled Braun off the apron when Alexa went for a tag, which was the first thing prevented him. And then of course, Jimmy Uso just did a sprint line across the ring and knocked Strowman down. Every time Strowman would get in the ropes, he'd give him a super kick, so he can give him 2 super kicks followed by a baseball slide to pretty much eliminate Strowman for the most part at that point. Alexa Bliss is getting the upper hand on Naomi, to the point where she can tag in Braun, but Braun was on the was not available to tag. Alexa Bliss is going top rope looked like she was going for Twisted Bliss. Naomi hits an insecurity off the, when she's on top rope. Alexa Bliss falls on the outside, but Braun Strowman actually catches her. So, of course, that was playing into the love storyline with them. Braun puts her back on the apron. Then, Naomi pretty much knocks her back down. And then Alexa Bliss falls straight on Strowman. Strowman falls right on his back. So, pretty much Alexa Bliss was on top of Strowman. While Strowman was on his back, you can pretty much see what was going on there. And, Jimmy Uso was trying to instigate, saying, like, oh, you tell her you don't want this, you don't want to touch her, but you really want to touch her. Pretty much instigating shit to the point where Strowman just has enough. And Strowman, his fucking bad shit, goes after Jimmy Uso, knocks him to the barricade, throw him around, tries to go back for the tag. Alexa Bliss can't get the tag because Naomi's getting the upper hand. Jimmy Uso's trying to play it off as if, he wants to tag in but can't because Alexa Bliss is finally getting the upper hand. So he's trying to play it off that he wants to tag, but, whenever Naomi got the chance, he's kind of like, nah, you got it. So that was a good portion of the match. And, of course, Braun Strowman had enough, just absolutely destroyed Jimmy Uso, gave him the running power slam through the announce table, pretty much eliminating him right there. Naomi was distracted by it. Alexa Bliss rolls her up 1, 2, 3. Alexa Bliss pins Naomi, thus having her and Braun Strowman advance to the semifinals. Like I said, this was a pretty good match overall. Really enjoyable. Like the story of Strowman being prevented from tagging in by Jimmy Uso, and of course, the continuation of the love stuff they did in the first round tournament against Becky Lynch and Sami Zayn for Strowman and Alexa. I thought it was a great continuation. I thought the action was fun. Like I said, Alexa Bliss and Naomi were pretty much in the match the entire time, but I felt like the in-ring work for the most part was pretty enjoyable. And yeah, just a very fun episode of the Mixed Match Challenge, if you ask me. Next week's going to be Charlotte and Bobby Roode taking on Rusev and Lana. Not really expecting anything that spectacular from that match, but you know what? It could surprise me because this match honestly did surprise me. I wasn't expecting anything good from this week, but the best prize. So Mixed Match Challenge for this week definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys did. Please like below. And next time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching the video.